Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another weekly check-in video. We are getting so close to the end of the month, which means that my cash envelopes are getting a lot slimmer as the weeks go by. So let's go ahead and go to my monthly view. I am, as always, using my Plum paper monthly planner, which is what I've been using since July as my budget planner. I actually do like this planner, and I've talked about it quite a bit. I know I've mentioned how I'm going to in the future get up a how I order my planners from the Plum paper site, which I know a lot of you guys have been asking. I'm just trying to figure out how to screen record on my computer, and that's kind of the only thing that I need to film that video. But that should be coming up in the beginning of November, I want to say, and I'm saying that so that gets me to being like, okay, you need to get that video recorded, edited, and uploaded for everyone. So that is coming in the beginning of November because, like I mentioned, we are pretty much, well, the day that I'm filming this, we are on the last week of October. So that means that my November budgeting videos will be coming up. I'm thinking sometime either on Sunday or next Monday. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But before we move right along to November, let's go ahead and stay where we are weekly checking in for, which is going to be from October the 19th all the way until the 25th, so last week. I do have my budget expense stickers all ready to go here, as well as my micro happy notes and even my cash envelopes here, which I'm a little sad that they're so slim this time around, but I still do have a bit of cash to hold me over for the last week of this month, which is always great. So I'm going to just go ahead and start with laying down my stickers. I also did get my nails done. Let me know how you feel. I definitely feel really good about myself. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while and remember how much I used to get my nails done like last year, all the way until like the end of last year, I want to say. I don't remember. It's been that long since I've gotten my nails done, but I'm just over the moon over them. But let me know what you think about them. But let me open up my micro happy notes, which has all of my trackers for my cash envelopes, and let's get started. So on the 19th, I had my internet bill, which that is actually on auto pay, so I am just going to check this off, as well as my phone bill is on auto pay. And that ended up being a little bit less this month than typically, so I'm really happy about that. And I think moving forward, it's just going to be lower and lower, I'm thinking. But on the 19th, I went grocery shopping. I went to both Food for Less as well as Target. And I've been mentioning that I would have to spend $50 each week for the last 3 weeks of the month. So then that way I'm not over budget on groceries. And so I definitely told my boyfriend that. I was like, okay, I can only spend $50 for groceries this time around. So let's only get the things that we need, as well as you might just have to cover the rest of that, which was completely fine with him because we also did pick up some household items and I actually ended up paying for all of those. So that means that he's probably gonna have to pay for household items this week. We did get a lot of things. We got like detergent, we got dish soap, we got wipes, and a bunch of other stuff. So he was perfectly fine with having to pay a little bit. Actually, I think he only paid like a couple more dollars more than me, but I took care of household this week so that next week he would take care of that. So I spent $50 for groceries, which I have my little key here. That is the rosy color. And then I also, like I mentioned, spent some money for my household envelopes. So I spent $40 in total for household. And those household items should be plenty to finish up with the month. And like I mentioned, he would just have to pay for the household items for this week, which I don't think is too much, but that's kind of how we've been splitting things. Sometimes we'll do half of what we're spending. Sometimes I'll take over like household 1 week, you take over the next week, and so on and so forth. So that's what we did for this week. So that was on the 19th. And then I don't have anything on the 20th or 21st, so that is for that first half. And then for the second half, there was no expenses on the 22nd or 23rd for my cash envelopes, but on the 24th I did get my nails done, and I was actually supposed to have an eyelash appointment on the 27th of this week, but that's not going to happen. My eyelash tech actually contacted me telling me that she had to have like some sort of surgery, so she wasn't going to be able to work for this upcoming week, which was completely fine. I already did have have a nail appointment on Sunday, which was then changed to the 24th. I know it's like a whole mumbo jumbo mess of a week for me, but I did end up getting my nails done instead. And I did have this appointment prior to me knowing that she was going to cancel my lash appointment, but it ended up working out. Prior to this, I was actually not supposed to pay for my nails. Paul was going to pay for them as a little month anniversary kind of gift for me, but since I had some money left over in my beauty cash envelope, I just told him that I would take care of it, and that was okay. So it ended up working out. I paid for my nails. I have leftover beauty money that I'm probably going to have to use for next month, which is, you know, things happen. That is life, and that is okay. And then the second expense that I had on that Saturday was for gas. I finally pumped gas this month, and it ended up being around like $35. So that is what I spent for gas. This is the first time, like I mentioned, pumping gas this month. So I definitely should be a-okay with that for the rest of the month. I'm sure I'll be under it by $35. So that was on Saturday. And then last but not least, on Sunday, I finally gave my sister the money for a couple of jewelry pieces. We ended up buying some like besties like bracelets, as well as when she was in Chicago, I believe she bought me some cherry earrings. So both of those equaled $15, and I finally paid her for that on Sunday when I saw her. So that was $15 out of my allowance cash envelope. So those were all of my expenses from my cash envelopes this week. I believe so, yes. And now let me lay down my no spend stickers. I did have three no spend days this week, which is always great. I can also actually lay down my payday sticker. So let's get this laid down. And then, like I mentioned, I had a no spend on the 20th, on the 22nd, and on the 23rd. And since I did have to pay for my phone bill on the 21st, I'm just not going to mark that as a no spend day, but I know a lot of people don't count bills as part of their no spend, so just do whatever works for you. That's kind of what I've always done, so that's how I'm going to keep it. So now that I have all those stickers laid down, I can go ahead and move on to my weekly check-in. We are on the 4th week, like I mentioned. I don't know if I did actually, but it is from the 19th until the 25th. And I'm just going to quickly write down my categories. So I have groceries, we have household, eating out, gas, allowance, beauty, and a category for any unbudgeted items or expenses. So those are all of my categories, and I'm going to flip back and forth for that. For groceries, I only spend my $50, of course. So $50 for groceries. So this week I spent $50 from groceries, and I had $100 last week, which means that I still have $50 remaining for the last week, which I honestly do think that that should be enough, especially because me and Paul split things. Now I'm thinking for the next month and how much I'm budgeting for all of that, I do think I'm going to increase it because of Thanksgiving and things like that. So definitely start thinking about that. Start thinking about like your groceries and all your other categories for the month of November, because the holiday seasons are basically here, and you do have to take that into consideration so that you're not over budget in those. So that was groceries. Then I have household, which I spent $40 for. So I spent $40 from household, and I had $50 last week, so that means that I have $10 left over from household. I don't think I'm going to spend these $10 because I did pay for all the household items for this week, so I'm sure Paul will pay for all the household items for next week. So we are all good there. Then eating out, I actually didn't have any eating out. I thought that I was going to be going out for dinner for my friend Karen's birthday, but she actually ended up having something at her apartment, so I didn't spend anything for dinner, which I was actually saving my eating out money for that because I kind of wanted to, you know, have maybe a drink with my food and whatnot. So I do still have the $50 that I had left over last week, which is great. I'm gonna actually ask Paul if he wants to eat out this week sometime, probably tonight. I'm thinking for sure tonight. So that is $50 left over for eating out, which is great. Then I have gas, and for gas I finally pumped $35. So 35 for gas, and I budgeted 70 for this month. That means that I still have another $35 remaining in that envelope. And then for allowance, I spent $15 on the 25th. So $15 out of allowance, and I had 36 remaining last week, so that means that I now have $21 left over in allowance, so that was great. And then last but not least, we have beauty, which I just mentioned that I spent $40 on my nails, which is I think a pretty good price for what I'm getting, especially considering how much I've paid in the past for my nails. So I'm really not mad about it at all. They're cute too, I like them. So $40 spent for my nails, and I had $75 left last week, so that means that I have $35 remaining in my beauty cash envelope, which I don't foresee me spending any money on that. Who knows? I don't think so though. I might end up getting like some Halloween makeup or whatnot. Not for me specifically, but maybe for Paul's little sister, because I think she wants me to help her out with like her makeup and stuff, and I don't mind purchasing like Halloween makeup for her with that. So I'm pretty sure that's what I'll use it for. But I think that's about it. I think I'm doing pretty good with my cash envelopes if you guys ask me. I think so. Okay, and then I don't have any unbudgeted expenses, which is great. I have not had any, and I think that just comes with having budgeted for so long that you kind of already know and can expect the things that you will be paying for in the month, especially the way that I go about like doing a mock budget and stuff. I like to look at my whole month and seeing everything that's going to come up, birthdays, holidays, and whatnot, and kind of take that into consideration. So I'm really happy that I haven't had an unbudgeted expense this month, but as always, unbudgeted expenses can come at you without you even realizing it or without you expecting them. That's why they're unbudgeted. You never know with unbudgeted expenses. So that's going to be it for the weekly check-in part of this video. I laid down my no spend stickers. We're all good there. And now I can take you guys to my sinking funds, which I've actually had a couple of expenses here and there. The first one since the last time we saw each other was for my birthday sinking fund on the 22nd. I spent $41 for Karen's birthday present. And if you guys follow my personal Instagram, my lifestyle Instagram, then you guys know what I bought her, because I reposted her Instagram story on there. So that was that. And then I also spent some money for my medical sinking fund on that same day. I spent $54 for some medicines that I needed. And then last but not least, I spent some more money from my Christmas sinking fund, also on the 22nd. I actually purchased a couple of like gift boxes and gift bags for Christmas because Target already came out with a lot of them, or the ones that they have like at the $1, $3, $5 section. And so I decided to pick some of those up because I always use those during the holidays, and I always like to get them ahead of time. So I just took $13 out of my Christmas sinking fund for that, and I just put as my description gift bags and boxes, which is what that was. I like to do that, and I'm really happy that I have that Christmas sinking fund waiting for me. I still will be stuffing it, I'm thinking, in November and maybe even December. Once I really get an idea of what my family wants for Christmas, we are asking for like a little wish list for that. So I think I should be good with the amount of money that I have in there, but I might end up wanting to get myself even something with that Christmas sinking fund. Who knows? Let me know if you have a Christmas sinking fund, if you will be buying yourself something from your fund. I honestly don't typically buy myself anything for Christmas, but I feel like since I've been saving every single month in that Christmas sinking fund that I have enough to maybe splurge and buy myself something. Who knows? We will see. I'll get back to you guys in the month of November, but that is it for the sinking fund section. And then last but definitely not least, I have my variable income little page, which I actually have to add my shipping here for last week. I actually completely forgot to do that. But since the last time that we saw each other, I've had two expenses. One was for Scribble Prints Co. for $50.63. She came out with perfect sticker kits, and she just had a reformat for her kits, so I'm really excited and decided to pick up some of her kits as well as some foiled scripts. And then last but not least, on the 22nd, I spent $15 for Epidemic Sound, which is where I get all of my music for my videos. And that is just a subscription, a monthly fee that I have to pay for that. So that does come out and is counted for me at least as a business expense, because I am, using that for my YouTube videos, which I'm really, really excited for the next couple of weeks. I want to get to filming a ton of different videos that I certainly would not be able to film in the month of December, because if you guys don't know, I do like to partake in Vlogmas, which is just me, essentially just me vlogging every single day in December leading to Christmas Day. If you guys are longtime subscribers to my channel, then you guys know that I like to do that. And honestly, I'm trying to come out with all of my sticker shop videos and whatnot in the month of November. So if you have any specific video that you would like to see before Vlogmas starts, go ahead and let me know. That would really help me out a lot. As always, I love to hear suggestions and feedback from you guys. So please let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions or video requests for me. But with that being said, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I honestly can't wait to set up my November monthly budget with you guys. I'm thinking I'll do the same thing that I did for last month, which I know a lot of you guys enjoyed. But if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. And hopefully I will get to see you guys on tomorrow's video. Bye guys.